I have read almost 100 fantasy books so far this year, so let's rank my top 5 most romantic fantasy books of 2025. Welcome to my new December mini reading roundup series where I'm going to be going through my favorite books of the year, least favorite books of the year, ranking books, and doing some of my favorite book superlatives for 2025. Coming in 5th place, we have Heavenly Bodies by Amani Iriu, and here we have a world and magic system based on astrology and astronomy, a shadow-wielding FMC, star-crossed lovers romance, and an MMC who yearns truly as if his life depends on it. This book follows our FMC, who is a runaway princess, and she ends up in the neighboring kingdom's palace, where she ends up being trained by our yearning MMC, who is, of course, the prince of that kingdom. Now, why was she fleeing, you ask? Well, there was a prophecy that she was going to fall in love with a star, and it would be the end of them both. And yes, it is even more tragic than it sounds. Speaking of tragedy, Our Infinite Fates by Laura Steven is coming in at number 4 because this absolutely rocked me. This decimated me. I sobbed almost the entirety of this book, like almost every single page I was crying. This story follows our two main characters who were cursed to fall in love with each other and then unalive each other in every single lifetime and then just be reincarnated to do the same thing over and over. So we literally follow these characters throughout thousands of years in different bodies, different genders, different cultures, different time periods, literally fall in love with each other. And then honestly, the sentiment of this story is so beautiful and it moved me so much because it really shows how true, real love is really the love and adoration of someone's soul and their being, regardless of any like exterior feature. In the Veins of the Drowning by Kaylee Cassidy had some of the most painful tension I have ever read in my entire life. And truly, I have never wanted to slap lovingly two characters more in my life. Here we follow our FMC, who is a monstrous siren, and she ends up in a blood bond with our MMC, who is the king of a neighboring kingdom. And they do this essentially to save her life. So this bond makes it even harder for them to ignore the attraction and connection that, in my opinion, was kind of already there, and neither party will give in. Okay, so ranking 1 and 2 was very challenging because I would say that they're like pretty equivalent. But coming in 2nd place, we have one of my favorite books of the year. This is an absolute triumph. This is a masterpiece. And that is The Second Death of Locke by V.L. Bobolino. Now, in this story, we follow our FMC and MMC, who are a pair of magically bonded knights, and they're forced on a dangerous journey that threatens the secret of our FMC. And that secret is that she is actually the lost heir to the sunken city of Locke, and the city of Locke is also the source of this world's magic, which means she is the source of this world's magic. So if she's unalived, all of magic goes with her. Now, the yearning in this book, painful. Like, this is Anthony Bridgerton level yearning, and it comes from all sides. Comes from both sides, which I absolutely loved. These characters have such a beautiful, soul-deep relationship because they have been best friends since childhood. So everything is so strong. The relationship is phenomenal. The history is there, and my lord, the yearning. I could have read this 80 times over. And coming in 1st place at number 1, we do have Darkness Births the Stars by Sarah Lee Wan. And yes, I am insufferable about this book. No, I don't care. This is a tragic epic romantic fantasy that follows two gods fall from grace due to their forbidden love that has lasted literally for thousands of years. Our FMC is the goddess of light and our MMC is the god of darkness. And she was betrothed to his brother, who is also the king of the gods. And their forbidden love may or may not have caused like wars and almost the destruction of the entire world. So have you guys read any of these? And what were your most romantic fantasy books that you read this year? Let me know in the comments.